we have 3 very important days coming up. If you want to change your life for the better, this is your chance. So what are these 3 days? December 19th, it's a day of losses. December 20th, the divider day. And December 21st, you already know it's a winter solstice. This is when actually New Year starts. And you have an opportunity to start fresh. You can set new goals and you can make this new year the best one yet. There are few things you can do to improve your chances, to align with these natural rhythms. Here's what you can do on December 19th. This is a day of losses. We are completing the year, completing this cycle, and it's time to unload the unneeded luggage. You can do it intentionally, or life will do it for you. Then you may not like it. It may not feel good. So what can you let go of? Bad habits, toxic relationships, letting go of some illusions, dreams that are not authentic to you. You can set yourself free from old goals that are no longer aligned with your interests. And you can close some of your projects that no longer bring any benefits. In my family, besides all the ritual work, we also cleaned our home. We actually made it a goal to throw away as much stuff as we could. If life demands that you let go of something, it's better that you choose what you're going to let go of. Besides your habits, attitudes, relationships, you can throw away some of your old clothing that you no longer use, some of the household items that you no longer need or no longer enjoy. Do not donate those items. Do not give it away. Do not drop it off at Goodwill. Those items are already linked to you energetically, and if they continue to live, they will be still affecting you. The best option is to burn them. If you cannot set a fire where you live, simply dispose them into the dumpster. After you clean your home physically, now it's a good time to cleanse it energetically. For energetic cleansing, we use 5 natural elements: water, fire, air, and earth. Put a pinch of salt into water. Use this water to wipe dust of your furniture and wash the floor. Now you have water and earth element, water and salt. Next, use the fire element. Do not set your house on fire. Use candles. Scented, unscented, the color doesn't matter. Use what you have. You can walk around your house and pray or chant. Do whatever resonates with you. If you're Christian, use Christian prayers. You can simply speak it in your own words. With this fire, I'm cleansing away all the negativity, toxicity, removing all the stagnant energy, and you can list everything that you want to get rid of. Removing from my home sadness, loneliness, deaths, sickness. If you don't want to walk with a candle around your house, simply put it someplace. If you have an altar, you can just put it on your altar. After you finished praying or chanting, let the candle burn a little longer. And now light your incense. This is the air element. The same, you can walk around your house, pray or chant, or you can sit it right next to the candle. You do everything with intention. Speak it out loud, or at least think about it. When you wash on your floor, say, I am washing away, and you list everything you want to get rid of. You lighting fire, I am cleansing away with this fire, and you list everything you need to get rid of. And the same with the incense. So it's 4 elements. Water for the water element, salt for earth, candle for fire, and incense for the air. We have the 5th element. People forget about it. The 5th element is ether. We use oil as a representation. You can use anointing oil from your church, or maybe you've made it yourself. You can use olive oil. You can use any oils that you cook with. You can use aroma oil. You can mix your own, a bit of olive oil or any cooking oil with few drops of any essential oils that you have. Mint, eucalyptus, rosemary, patchouli, lavender. If you don't have essential oil, just add a few drops of your favorite perfume. Then you're going to put few drops, just few drops, on the tips of your fingers. And you're going to go around your house and just dab it gently on frame of your windows, your door frames. You can put a bit on your lamps, on the light bulb. So when you turn on lights, it will heat up the oil and it will disperse the fragrance all over your house. Put few drops on your couch, your chairs, dab a bit on your furniture. You don't need to gauze everything in oil, just symbolic touch. This is all you need. Whatever you experience, whatever you feel and think, it creates energetic matrix. And if you've been ill, if you didn't feel good, if you were fighting with your spouse a lot, if you've been stressed about something, this energy does not just disappear. This is why we need to clean our home physically and energetically. And if you have a bell, you can use it too. It will break up this energetic matrix. You can pray out loud, you can chant, you can sing. If you feel frustrated and angry at somebody or at your life situation, you can let it out loudly. Instead of holding it in, you can let it out. Scream, cuss if you feel like it. Let it all out. And then cleanse your home. Open your windows. Let it all go. After you've completed all these manipulations, it's time to take care of you. Just like you've cleansed your house, you can cleanse the same way yourself. Use the candle, incense, take a nice salt bath, anoint yourself with oil or perfume, pray, meditate, and also at that time you need to trim your hair just a little bit symbolically with intention that you are letting go of something. All these bad experiences, all the pain and suffering you've endured throughout the entire year, you're letting it go. And then you trim your nails the same way with intention of letting it go. And you will see instantly, you will feel so much lighter and better in many ways. If you're familiar with shamanic practices, you can cleanse yourself with an egg or pull your energy onto beeswax. The ritual of jumping over the fire too is for cleansing. In my family on that day, we also do death ritual to let go of the part of self that you have grown out of. If you don't know how to do it but are interested, I'll drop a link below. The next day, December 20th, is a divider day. It's a transition between the past and the new year. This is a time for self-reflection, for meditation, healing practices. You need to maintain positive attitude. The nature is preparing to give birth to the new year. And you too have to prepare for this new year. And the next day, winter solstice, this is the actual beginning of the new year. You have to be an active and intentional participant of that year from very beginning. It's not about making wishes or asking Santa for something. You probably make wishes every year, and what happens? Do they ever come true? If you really want something, take full responsibility to make it happen. Set goals, plan your year, and actually start doing something towards those goals, even if it's tiny baby steps at the moment. But you have to start moving in that direction. I want to emphasize that setting goals is not a wish list. You have to be practical, strategic, and plan things that are actually achievable. Don't set too many goals. Don't set the goals that are too big. This is a form of self-sabotage. People afraid that they will fail at something, so they set unreasonable goals just so they have an excuse. Well, my goal is so huge, it will take time. Or perhaps something that you really want or need scares you. Then you distract yourself with some illusionary goals. It may take some work to figure out what you really need, what you really want. Those desires are even your own, or it's because your mom wants you to achieve something, or you've been programmed by the society. You need to have a good career, you need to have a nice car, you need to have a beautiful house with a white fence. But the question is, do you want it? Once you figure out your real needs and wants, you need to figure out why you have not achieved it yet. What's stopping you? Perhaps this is some subconscious beliefs or fears. You can ask yourself a chain of questions. If I achieve that, then what? Just imagine yourself in the future. You have achieved this goal. How do you feel? Even though right now you believe that it will make you happy, perhaps it won't. And that can be very irrational. If I build a good career, then it will be harder for me to find a mate. This man will have to be equal to me, and I will not want to be with a man who is not as successful as I am. You see, it can be illogical. We all have core needs, priorities, fears, which are actually the biggest drivers behind everything we do and every choice we make. And you may not be consciously aware of those. So you think you want something, but it goes against your core fear. So you do everything to hold yourself back. It may take a lot of self-reflection and self-analysis to figure out what drives you and what holds you back. Even if you have a very high level of self-awareness, it might still be hard to recognize certain parts of yourself. It takes a view from outside.